All right. Let's see. Still have issues here with lighting. Oh, that's better. Okay. Have a seat. I have my folded blanket to prop up the hips, somewhere you feel really grounded, relaxed through the lower body, supporting the rise of the upper body, grounding into the earth for strength, structure, and support to allow the length of the spine, the upright posture, and more capacity for a deeper breath. Give yourself any adjustments. I get a little anal here. My setup perfect, as if that even exists. All right, so any adjustments to feel comfort and ease in your seat. Maybe cross legs isn't it, right? Tune into what you need, give it to yourself. Today's practice is all about our new moon in Aries. We're in Aries season, the new moon meets the sun, so we have amplified Aries energy. Aries is the beginning of a new astrological year. It's the fresh start. It's inspired like we would feel in January with our new year, and hopeful that we can co-create something beautiful. It's the fire lit under ourselves, right, to motivate us. With all planets direct, we also have that energy guiding us forward. You might feel a bit frustrated in that things aren't changing fast enough. I'm a Gemini. I like fast-paced air signs tend to be that way. And I know that energetically it's been feeling very heavy here in Connecticut. Gray skies, wind, it's just all been wet, cold. It's finally warming up, but lots of chemtrails in the sky every day. I've been feeling this pressure in my head. I typically don't get allergies. They say allergies are really bad right now. Maybe I'm developing them, but feeling really bogged down by this energetic shitstorm, if you want to call it that. Maybe you feel similarly, but cosmically now we have this real support for forward movement. And that starts with our intentions. New moons are always a time of setting intentions. And so even if you're feeling frustrated that things aren't happening quick enough, what are your intentions? What have they been the past few months? Aries asks us to look at really with clarity what we intend for our behaviors and thoughts in line with that, but also are they aligned with our purpose? Aries is about aligning with purpose. We all have our unique individual personalities, and Aries wants to align with how to best serve the world through purpose. So bring your hands to your heart, press together in prayer, and feel the balance of right and left joining at your heart center. Feel the breath start to equalize and balance top to bottom, front to back, side to side, so that you're moving from your center in all directions. The breath is broad and full. Allow the breath to bring you right here into this moment and all that you feel. We are supported to ask for the healing needed to release the binds of the past, to release ourselves from the fear of making the same mistakes, preventing us from taking any action. Knowing our past gives us the information to move forward by knowing who we are, being authentic to our unique self, and offering that to the world. It takes courage and vulnerability to release yourself from wearing masks to please others, to please dominant culture. We are guided to unmask ourselves here and share our brilliance. I love the Aries energy, again, as this motivational, inspired place of beginning again. So if you want to close your eyes down comfortably and see an image reflecting what that is for you, see it in your heart center in a ball of light. Feel yourself in that image. Pull in the emotions, the conversations, the ways in which you would be interacting there. Anytime we align with feelings, we are in a much more powerful place of shifting, changing, and manifesting. Feel it in your whole being. And then let your next inhale, pull it out of your heart, place it in your palms. Exhale, release the hands, release it to the universe. And let's plant the hands up on fingertips, straight back behind you. Bend the elbows, roll the pelvis forward, open up like cow spine. And then exhale, drop the chin to the chest, let the shoulders round forward, scoop the tail under. And just 2 more times. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, close it, cat. Inhale, open cow. Exhale, close it, cat. Inhale, come upright, reach the arms overhead, and then cactus. Exhale, push the hands forward, chin to chest, make a fist, pull it down, round into the scoop. Inhale, open the palms, open the heart, front body, cactus. Exhale, push it forward, round, cat, make a fist, side to side. One more, inhale, open it up, cactus. Exhale, close it, make a fist. Inhale, come up to center, release the fingertips again behind you. We're gonna unwrap the legs, stretch them straight, flex the feet. Can't see my socks really, but it says equality on the backs of my feet, on the soles of my feet. I think that's one aspect of a world I want to help create, one of more equity. Open up the cow spine, push into your fingertips or palms, and then round it in, cross to come off your props into tabletop. Spread the fingers, tuck the toes under. 3 rounds, cow and cat. Inhale, arch the body, open the front, flatten the feet, exhale, round, close it in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come to neutral. Already warm. Take the right leg up and back, left arm forward and up, and pause. Hug the arm and leg in, draw the ribs in, press into the whole root of the ground. Shin, top of the foot, whole palm. Take a breath in. Exhale, elbow to the belly, knee to the skull. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, swing a straight arm behind the hip, knee wide. Inhale. Exhale, cross, elbow opposite hip, knee opposite shoulder. Inhale, one more round. Exhale through center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lengthen. Release to center. Switch sides. Take a moment, find your pause. The anchoring into the earth, the grounding of support. Arm and leg, ribs pull in. Take a breath in. Exhale, straight through midline. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wide. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straight midline. Lengthen. Wide. Lengthen. Cross. Lengthen. Return to center. Pause. Feel the heat, the fire moving through your body. Bring the hands one width forward. Tuck the toes under, lift up and back, downward dog, pedal it out. Get these off here now. Great. From your hands, root the fingertips, base knuckles, cup the palm up to the armpit, tone the arms, hug the midline. Feel your shoulders are strong and articulated to release the head. Let your heels both press back now. Make sure you're not collapsing the armpits. Right, feel the shoulders pull a little forward, armpits lift, ribs hug in, tail lifts, heels reach back. Nice, solid, slow breath. One more. Lift the heels, soften the knees, step the right foot between the hands, come up to high lunge. With arms up and overhead, power the left leg straight, stack the right knee right on the heel. Right hand's gonna come down to the thigh, lengthen up through the left side, and lean to the right any amount. Stay square to the front of the mat. Inhale, center, and exhale, frame the front foot. Take the left knee down, and then we're gonna scoop the tail under, right hand to the thigh, left arm up, pull it down to the socket, shoulder blade to the spine, release your hand behind your head. Keep scooping the tail, engaging the left quad, press your head into your hand or arm, ribs pull back, lean to the left again. So we're just stretching a little bit differently, scooping the tail under here, leaning back to the side. Maybe your right hand comes to the floor. Left arm leads you back up to center, twist, left hand down, right arm up. Feel your right hip lead the way into the twist, so right heel pushes down, hip draws back, push into your left arm and hug the shoulder back, and then open up your twist. If you want, left leg can lift, but strong in the lift, thigh lifting to the sky. Release, downward facing dog. Big, slow breath. Lift the heels, soften the knees. Left foot between the hands. High lunge. Come on up. Left knee straight on the heel, right leg strong and straight. Arms plugged in, belly plugged in. Left hand comes down, right arm up and over. Staying square. We're keeping the right leg really strong and straight. It's more superficial layers. Inhale, center. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot, right knee comes down, left hand to the thigh, right arm up. Scoop the tail, engage the quad. Engage the right glute. And then lean to the left. Ribs pull in, pull back, release your hand behind your head. Press into it. Feel like you're getting deeper layers here. Left hand might come to the floor. Right arm leads the way back up, twist. Right hand down, left arm up. Tuck the toes, float the knee if you want, but feel your left heel push down, your left hip pull back. Press into the ground to open your twist. Release, step forward, fold in. You might need blocks to get the legs straight and the spine straight to hinge and fold. Don't round the upper back. It's not productive. So wherever your arms are, and maybe that's at the wall, right? So your legs are straight, your spine is in its neutral straight curves. Ribs are hugged in, thighs pressing back. Feel the stretch in your in your hamstrings. Wherever your arms are, try to lift into the body, hug through the center line. Weights more forward in the toes. One more full breath. Shoulder blades are flat in the back of the heart. Inhale, rise with a straight spine all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart, bow. Find that image in your heart or your head. Reconnect. Keep your hips on your heels, your shoulders on your hips, then bow from your head. Bow down to your heart. Strong legs, rooted. What's happening here and now for you? Inhale, reach out and up. Soften the knees to reach out and down with a straight spine. Once hands touch, legs go straight, back is straight. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step to downward facing dog. Feel the stretch of the back body, strong upper back to release the head. Close your eyes as you breathe and connect to the back of the heart. How has the past limited your voice, your truth, your expression of self? The throat is the bridge from the heart to the intuitive mind. Let that open up and communicate. Inhale, slide forward to plank. Hollow out the lower belly, scoop the tail. Lift your throat. Claw your fingernails deep into the mat, tips of the fingers. Forearms hug together. Thighs lift. 5 more breaths. What's the narrative that comes up? How are you speaking to yourself? Can you be your best friend? You are worthy of all that you desire. Who told you differently? Override it. 1 more breath. Lower the knees. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing together to lower the hips, then the chest. Bring your arms straight forward. Wiggle the hips around. Take a moment to settle into the roots, scoop the tail, and anchor the feet. Tone the legs. And then inhale, right arm and pulse. Your forehead can be on the mat if that's better. Legs are strong. Release, left arm. Right arm's pushing down, feet are pushing down. Release, forehead to the mat, wiggle. Hug the belly in, inhale, lift everything off, and swim. Halfway. Palms under forehead, feet to the back of the mat, wiggle. Feel all that energy, the heat, the pulsation through your whole body. Burning up old patterns, burning up limiting beliefs, I made that word up. Right. Fire is the most cleansing of elements. And when things burn to ash, what can you let burn to ash? For rebirth. With your forehead connected to your hands, anchor the feet, hug the belly, inhale the upper body, exhale, cactus the elbows. Inhale, arms go straight and forward as much as you're comfortable. Exhale, all the way to the waist. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, cactus. Keep going. Three more. Cactus, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Plant the hands, lift the arms, pull them back and down. Inhale, cobra. Ribs hug in, shoulders hug back, throat and chin hug back to lift and rise. Curl open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Find the release of your head off a strong upper back. Let that bridge open up, heart to mind. Are your intentions, thoughts, words, and actions in line with your purpose? Or are they limited by misbelieving your efforts, your worthiness? Override that here and now. Inhale the right leg up and back. Roll your hip open, bend the knee. With your right knee lifting, let your left shoulder lift. Keep your left heel high. Stretch your right leg straight. Scissor your right heel straight above your left. Close the left hip. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Round your back. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, outside the left armpit. Stay open in the upper back. Inhale up. Exhale, cross to the left armpit. Really find the rounding in the upper back. Inhale it up, roll it open, bend the knee. Pivot down into your heel. Let your shoulders come off center and stretch through your right side anywhere, any way. And then down dog split, square the ground. Exhale, warrior two. Whew. As you find your footing, front heel back arch, left thigh back with the heel. Hollow out the groins here. Thighs pull back, ribs pull in. Float your head on strong shoulders. Open heart. Inward spiral your left thigh. Externally spiral your right. Breathe into your power. Feel that fire of Aries, of all planets direct. See that image reflected on the horizon. Hands to your hips. Thighs go back, chest goes forward. Right leg straight. Tack the hips to the left. Maybe your right elbow just lays on your thigh as you take your left arm up. Your right hand can go to the floor or a block. Tone both quads. Keep pressing left thigh back. Actually rotating right thigh. There's my Gemini tendency to talk as fast as I can. Slow down. Breathe and feel. Let's extend the left arm over ear. Try not to unwrap the twist when you do that, right? So keep the thighs pressing back from your lower belly and left shoulder blade squeezing into the spine. Open up your twist. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. Looking down, both hands to the long edge, parallel your right toes to your left. Take a big breath in, find cow spine, or just lift your tail, lengthen through the spine to exhale and fold, heavying the head. The energy of my arms are pushing toward the long edge in front of me, helping the thighs press to the long edge behind me, heavying the head from there. Inhale, get tall in your spine. Crawl the feet in a little bit. Hands up to the hips. Elbows to the sky. Straight spine, slowly rise up. Right foot toward the front of the mat. Left foot steps to meet it. Samastitihi, equal stance. Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands where you feel open in the chest. Maybe they're on the heart again. Take a moment, revisit your center, yourself. What's happening now? Legs are toned, everything's stacking on the heels. Pulling energy from the earth all the way up and through the crown, pulling energy in from the crown down through the feet. Float the eyes open, inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, soften the knees to fold with a straight spine. Legs get straight, spine gets straight. Exhale, hinge deeper. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, downward facing dog. With the heels, left leg up and back, roll it open, bend the knee. As the left knee lifts, feel your right shoulder lifts. Push the floor away. Keep the hip open, stretch the left leg straight, scissor the heels away. And then close it down. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Round your back. Inhale up. Exhale outside the left armpit. Inhale up. Exhale to the right armpit. Stay rounded in the upper back. Ooh, that's hard. Inhale up, roll it open, pivot. Stretch through the left side in any fashion that works for your body here. Oh, that's so good. And then inhale, down dog, split. Exhale, warrior two. Settle the distance of your feet. You feel strong. Level the hips. Right thigh presses back. Left knee widens back. Arms float up to T. Feel proud. Proud of where you've been. Knowing your mistakes are part of the process. We don't regret them. They don't make us feel small. They make us feel proud. Big. Feel the wisdom of knowing where you've been, guiding you forward to what you want to be part of creating. Hands to the hips. Thighs go back, chest goes forward. Tack the hips to the right. Press the left leg straight. Maybe your elbow just lands here. Right arm can spin up. Where does your left arm want to go? Power the legs strong. Tone the quads. Scoop the left sit bone. Not scoop. Pull it to the midline a bit. So you externally rotate front leg with the right hip back. Let's extend our right arm over ear. Utthita Trikonasana. Roll the right shoulder blade into the spine. Open the heart. Open your twist from the lower belly. Look down, soften the shape. Hands to the long edge, parallel left toes to the right. Feel the tail lift. Chest lift, exhale, hinge and fold. So, option here to get upside down. Try to find that Aries energy. I'm going to try some straddle hops. I'm just going to use the wall here to support. Okay, it's nice to know that you are supported to make those leaps of faith, to push through fear and find the courage. Right, if you're going to come to handstand hops, arms are really straight, fingertips grip. Maybe you want headstand. Right? Choose if you want, or stay where you feel you want to be. Right? Push through the fear. Find a playfulness. Maybe you're lunging side to side. Woo! Can't really talk and do that at the same time. Maybe you're going side to side or twisting. A little bit more time here. What do you want to do? If you're inverted, start to make your way down. If you were in headstand, let your arms push the floor away and lift your head. Give it a nice gentle movement. Slow down your breath. Walk the hands forward. We're going to take a nice twist. So left hand's going to go forward, right in line with your midline on fingertips. Right hip's going to dip down, right hand to the left leg. As low as you can get it, then come down your left palm. You're going to pull with your right hand, push with your left very gently to open up your twist and let your head relax wherever it goes. Shoulder blades pull in, ribs pull in. Anchor the four corners of your feet. Pull earth into your legs. Open up your twist. Return to center. Come up on all fingertips. Thighs press back, ribs pull in. Find a little down dog here. Armpits lift, strong upper back releases the head. Stay up on right fingertips, left hip dips down, left hand to the right leg, as low as it can go. Root into your right palm. Gentle pull with your left hand, gentle push with your right. Hips in line with ankles, twist underneath yourself, relax your head. Firm up your quads, keep your belly strong. Slowly unwind, level the hips. Find down dog in your upper body. Hands walk in, feet walk in, hands to the hips, ribs in, straight spine, elbows to the sky. Inhale slowly. Left foot to the front of the mat, right foot steps to meet. Any version of Samasthiti, equal stance, Tadasana. A moment of stillness again to notice, to feel, to be present. Feel the back body. Understand who you are from where you've been. Feel the front body, the guiding light forward. Floating the eyes open. Let's take tree pose. Step into your right foot. Hands to the hips so your fingertips are right on the as-is points. And then keep the shoulders wrapped out of the neck. Right big toe. Did I say right? I think I'm mirroring you now. So left big toe on the mat. Opening the left hip to external rotation. Notice if the hip got wonky, right? Can they come to level? Don't stress out your hips, but try. And then press your right thigh back so you feel your right glute fire up. Either stay or bring the foot to the shin. Or help it above the knee. Right? But as far as it comes up, can you bring the right hip back down? Left hip, sorry. If not, then you can't. Like there's no yoga please. It does not matter. But if you could square the hips here, then you're getting more mobility in the thigh. Right? Strengthening more mobility there. So we try. Keep the legs very strong. See your right roots deepening into the earth. Maybe that affords your arms to grow and blossom. Maybe they're blowing in the breeze. Hips stay squared. Right, left knee is widening open. From a strong foundation, from a deep connection to the earth, can we grow, evolve, change, flourish? Okay, let that be some freedom here. What are you doing with your arms as an expression of your love? What do you create? What are we trying to create? And then take your palms over your heart. Step the left foot down. Shake it out. Nice full breath here in the center. Pull the arches all the way up into your hips. Through your hips to your head. Send your weight into the left foot. Hands to the hips to feel them. Try to square them. And then right big toe on the mat. Try to get your foot vertical. Externally rotate the right thigh. Shoulders wrapped out of the chest. Maybe you bring it to the shin. Help it above the knee. Maybe the side is different. Try to keep the foot vertical wherever it's positioned on the leg. Try to hug the right hip down to level your left. And press the left thigh back so your hip is stacked on the heel. Feel your glute hold you up. Push the floor away. Root down into the earth. Feel that balance and stability. Explore what you can create. Maybe it's some fluid movement. Maybe the expansion is only through the breath, only happening deep within. Or maybe not. Where do you want to explore? And then bring the palms over the heart again. Release right foot. Check in there to the same line and just take another moment. Pause, reflect, absorb. Great, float the eyes open. We're just gonna come have a seat and bring the right foot straight out to the side. I think I was gonna mirror you. And then the left foot pointed to the right thigh. Flex your right foot, point your left, and lift the outer heel. And then twist to your right leg. Left hand's gonna grab the right leg and help your twist deepen. Give a little pull. And then feel your right hand move anywhere that makes sense to help push your hinge. But sit really tall. Hug the throat and chin back so your head's an extension of your spine. Keep the left leg really active. And then inner right thigh anchoring down. Shoulder blades flat on the back of the heart. Deepening into your expression of your shape here to stretch through the lower left side of the spine and your right hamstring. Inhale, come on up. Let your right hand bend your right knee. Bring your right ankle in front of your left. Same foot action. Pointed toes, outer heels lifted. Roll the pelvis forward. And just either support the spine upright with your hands behind the hips. You could push the hinge there, or maybe the hands come forward. But don't round the back to hinge. It might feel like a really nice stretch through the back of the spinal muscles there, but it exacerbates some bad habits, some bad things. So keep the spine long. Focus on the stretch happening in the hips. And then rise up. Keep your right foot with you. Extend the left out. As wide as open feels balanced effort and ease. Right toes are pointed, outer heel lifted. You might give a little, feel like I need a little inward spiral, both thighs. You might need to prop up the hips. I didn't say that on the first side, but you might twist to your left leg. Also, I didn't say this on the first side, but your right knee might want to come forward. Let it come forward. Let it be where you feel really strong in the twist. Right hand can grab the left leg. Left hand can find a good place to push. Right hand pulls, left hand pushes. Belly to spine, shoulder blades flat on the back. Chin into the throat, head is extending out of the tail as we find our hinge from there. Legs are super active. Right foot's pointed, left foot is flexed. Find the stretch for your lower right spine, left hamstring. Inhale, rise up slowly. Left hand bends the knee. Stack the ankles. Notice the side in comparison to the first. Either support upright spine and the hinge, wherever your arms help you do that. Keep the legs active. Focus on the hips, not stretching the spinal muscles. And then inhale, rise up. So we're either going to sit on the shins or on a blanket. We're sitting up on a blanket regardless of on the shins or crossed legs so that you feel really, really, really comfortable. We're going to do a little pranayama, breathing exercise. So this one I've been doing a little bit the past few days, and I've been doing a lot of core work. It's called Breath of Fire, or the Kapalabhati breath, and it's a forceful exhale, pulling the lower belly back. The inhale just automatically happens. Do what feels natural in this unnatural way of breathing, and if it's agitating, just let it go and start again. Okay, we want to try to keep our impeccable seat, the pelvis rolled a bit forward, the core is strong even when we're like letting the inhale float away, right? So the reason why I said I had been doing this in a few days in some core is because my core is really tired. And it's really been challenging to keep the fire of the breath going because my abs are a little bit tired. So just notice how it's making you feel, and if it's not making you feel beneficial, or it's getting agitating or uncomfortable, let it go, find an ujjayi breath, and then maybe start it again. We won't go for too long. I'm going to internally count, so I'll just tell you to begin and then to stop, and you might have to find your rhythm and then reset, refind it again. Just be easy with it. Like, it's not a big deal. It can be a big deal, but don't let it be a big deal. All right, you can start and stop again. So find your impeccable seat, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Feel broad and open in the whole torso. Let's take our fingers and first finger and thumbs together on the lap, palms down to help us ground. Let's take 2 ujjayi breaths in together first. Take a full exhale, and then inhale, and start to push the air out and exhale. Big breath in, hold it, release it out. And again, we're going to do second round. Inhale, and exhale short. I get tired. Keep going if you can. And then inhale, hold it in, and exhale, release it out. Just close the eyes down, feel a nice, fluid, open breath. Receive the benefits of that skull shining Kapalabhati breath, the heat. What is that lighting deep within you? Float your eyes open. Let's have a seat. Get off the blanket. And then cross your right ankle over your left thigh for figure 4. Let your hands be somewhere that is helpful to roll the pelvis forward, open the front of your body, and find your lumbar curve to feel the best stretch in your right rotators. Try to keep elbows soft, shoulder blades in. You can start to work a little bit down to the left. And then roll to the pinky edge and let your left knee hover as low as your right hip feels good. And you can twist a little to the right. Come up to center. We're going to take the right knee on top of the left and work, lift your hips so that there's a little angle to your left leg here. We're just going to stretch the left leg a little bit deeper. Right knee on top of left if this is comfortable for you. I'm on my right foot, top of the foot tucked in tight. Flex your left foot, and then just kind of wiggle the ribs forward. Hands are going to anchor anywhere, but feel that the arm bones are on the sides of the body. Belly is toned, shoulder blades flat on the back of the heart. Feel like your heart is reaching forward to your big toe. And my left heel is kind of digging down as I push on the gas pedal there. Inhale, come on up. Left ankle over right knee. Support your spine. And just notice if you're rounded and collapsed. Notice what happens when you roll the pelvis forward, create your lumbar curve, neutral tall spine, open chest. You get your best rotator stretch. And then wiggle to the right or not. It just doesn't feel good or benefit you in any way. Just stay in the center. And then hover your right foot into the pinky edge, your knees as low to the right as feels good. Give a little twist to the left. Back to center, right leg goes straight. Work the hips underneath you a bit. Left knee on top of the right. Bring your left foot as close to your right hip as feels good. And then, left knee on top of right. Flex your right foot. Arms somewhere that's keeping your spine neutral and hinging with that. Heart reaching for your big toe. Step on the gas pedal. For me, it's mostly intense for the back side of the right leg. Just perfect. Maybe you feel something in the hips. Inhale, come on up. Release. Shake it out. And then come to lay on the back. Have a block close by. We'll take a bridge or two with some options, which is where the block might be helpful for you. But feet hip width parallel to each other. Work the shoulder blades in and underneath you so the upper spine lifts off the mat. But more importantly, the upper arm bone connects into the mat. And then inhale, lift your bridge. To any amount that feels good. If you want the block under the sacrum, drop in under there. And if you can wiggle your shoulders even more underneath you, you can rise to the ribs even more. Just trying to find level ribs for my scoliosis here. Feel as symmetrical as you can make your body. Use the back of your body to expand and open the front of the body, right? Remembering that's our reflective, we pull the wisdom of our past to the future. And then we're going to take the block underneath the sacrum. I know I said we might need it. Let's just use it. Once you're on the sacrum, it can be on the middle setting or the lowest, your choice, but feel the pubic bone roll forward and the bottom ribs lift up. So we're still very active in our back bend with the support. Arms can be anywhere you want them to be. Feel a little press down into the ground. And then we're going to take right foot up to the sky with a pointed right toe. Push into your left heel, level the hips, and then maybe you lift them off the block. You can stay lifted or come down to rebend the right knee and bring the foot down. If you're lifted, take a full breath. And then lower onto the block. Once you're on the block, again, roll the pelvis forward, pubic bone to the far end, bottom ribs lifting up. And then we'll take the other side. Push into the right heel, hug your belly, left foot, pointed toes straight up. Decide, you want to lift the hips. You can stay lifted or not. Rebend the left knee, foot to the floor. If you're still lifted, take an expansive breath. And then lower down. Roll the pubic bone forward. Lift the bottom ribs. One more variation. Push into the left foot. Extend the right foot up with a flexed ankle. And then right ankle, left knee. Press into your left thigh. Keep the left hip heavy. Don't let it twist. Right? And then your choice. Flex the right foot. Push into the left heel. Maybe you lift off the block. Same options. You can lower the hips first or keep it lifted to extend the right leg back up. Bend, release the foot, and then lift to then lower. Take a breath here on the block. Roll the pubic bone forward, lift the ribs. And then last variation here. Push your right heel down, flexed ankle straight up from the hip. Ankle to knee, figure four. Don't let the hips shift to the left. Keep the right hip really heavy. Push into your right heel. And then maybe lift up. You can stay lifted to kick the foot back up or not. Left foot comes back down. And then hips come down if they're not already. Again, roll the pubic bone forward. Feel the bottom ribs lifting. Close your eyes. Tune into your body. Where does your attention go? So much of our past that we're attached to and grip and hold tight in our body is around the heart, around the front of the hips, around the ribs. It tends to settle, on the front body, limiting our expression of self, limiting our creation of expressing our gifts to the world, and limiting our movement forward in creating a life that we live in purpose, a life that we want to create out of what we desire in this life. Feel it opening up with your breath. Feel that vision opening up in your mind or your heart. And feel your feet push into the mat, hug your belly, lift off the block and lower it to the lowest setting. It's nice to hold the block now, keeping the arms tucked in underneath you a bit, and still the pubic bone rolling forward. From there, let the legs extend long on the mat. And if your lower back is comfortable with the legs relaxed, great. If your lower back is not comfortable, see if you can roll the pubic bone more forward and lift the ribs again. If that doesn't clear lower back, keep the heels on the floor, but pull the toes straight up over the heels. If your lower back isn't loving this, then just come lay flat on the mat. Feel that there's a nice passive opening and fluid energy moving through the belly, the psoas, the hip flexors. And keep some tone around the core, toes straight up, 1 foot at a time, come back in, lift off the block. Don't flatten the lower back when the hips touch down, but now let your shoulder blades get flat under the heart. Arms anywhere that you feel comfortable. Just receive the earth in a neutral spine. And then we're going to work the core just a little bit. So arms can be palm open or closed, but anchor your shoulder blades, elbows, and hands. And then hug your knees up into your chest. Point your toes and squeeze your knees and feet together. Take a breath in. Exhale, hover your knees to the left, to any amount. All the air gets pushed out. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. 2 more rounds. Legs are hugging the midline the whole time. Upper body anchored into the ground. One more round. Come up to center. Give your knees a squeeze. Any symmetrical pose. Knees hugging in. Happy baby. Legs extended straight up. Maybe plow. I'm going to stay here. Anything that your legs are doing the same thing. keeping you centered. And then making your way into Shavasana. Do you want to prop under the knees, under the legs, under the spine? Find your way into comfort. And then, decide if there's anything you can do for yourself to get even more comfortable. You need support somewhere, a breath, a wiggle. It's nice to wiggle the body. Break up the mental grip of the joints of your body. Heavy. Be held. Let go. Take a scan. Just notice if anything else is active, engaged, and see if you can release it. Feel the ground beneath you as endless support. Widen the bottom ribs, receive a deeper breath. Feel the life force pulse through all of your body. Awaken with fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Inhale the arms overhead. I like to bring my feet together. Arch your lower back and maybe grab your wrists and wiggle side to side. When you're ready for a hug in, squeeze into yourself. Hug yourself. Give yourself the love that you're seeking, that you're wanting. Rock and roll, massage your lower back. And then let's take the left arm overhead. Roll onto your left side. Let your head rest on your arm. Pause on the left side. This is our feminine side. The introspection, nurturing, emotion, calm, moon. The ways in which we seek to understand, not do. Find stillness and wisdom. Feel your energy drop into that side. May you find more time tonight with our dark moon to sit in reflection, to sit in stillness, to connect to your higher self. When you feel ready, slowly press to sit. Find a comfortable position. Prop up the hips if you need it to rise up through the spine. Feel the lower body is grounded and relaxed. Upper body is slightly active and expanding. Bring your hands to prayer at your heart. Realign with yourself, your intuition, your intention, the image that reflects where you're trying to go. Is it aligned with your purpose? Our Aries energy is supporting us forward, as is all planets direct. When you feel the frustration creep in that things aren't happening fast enough, calm your mind down with deeper, slower breaths. Move your body to shift the energy. Notice now how things feel differently, body, mind, spirit. Understand that is evidence of your power to create change. Let your exhale bow your heart, your head to your heart. The light in me sees, reflects, respects, and honors the light in you. To you I bow. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening in the dark night.